I'm Britt, and P.S. I have MS. So this video, I want to talk a little bit about motherhood, being a mom, and having MS. So, like I've stated in other videos, my MS is pretty controllable. I've been absolutely lucky that I've had relapsing remitting MS. So really my flares have been pretty easy to manage. But I want to kind of tell you all kind of my story with my kids and how impactful my MS has been on my kids. And this will likely be a little more difficult to talk about just because, well, they're my babies. Who knows, with MS, my son was 1.5. It was around Christmas time. And, it was his second Christmas. We're in Boston. We're totally having the best time. He's playing with his cousins. Everything is great. So at that point, our family was young. We were looking to have more children. We're still figuring out parenting because, he's 1.5 and we still had a lot of struggles with that. So when I was diagnosed, my immediate first thought was about him. I couldn't even imagine, one, ever having to tell him that his mom was sick, or two, that I wouldn't be able to be the mom that I wanted to be because of what I was experiencing on a day-to-day basis. Would I be able to pick him up? Would I be able to rock him to sleep? After finding out my diagnosis was, is this it? Are we not going to be able to have any more children? Having another child was really important to us, although not like something right away we were interested in going down that road, but something we definitely wanted to have more children in the future. So my next thought went around, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to have kids again. And because I didn't know too much about MS, I didn't really know what it actually meant, kind of what the next steps would be. So I did kind of like wait and let it all digest. So for the next 3 years, I had a lot of concerns just about being a mom, being able to do what I wanted to do, be able to work, but I was pretty steadfast in the fact that I'm not going to let this disease define me, and I'm going to keep pushing. It really made me want to be a better mom, to be there in those moments that meant the most, because who knows, with a disease like this, what's going to change, and I wanted to be there for those moments. After 3 years, an assurance from my doctor, my husband and I decided that we were going to try to have another baby. So we were blessed with a gorgeous daughter, and everything with the pregnancy went pretty okay, went pretty to plan. About halfway through, I did experience some tingling and numbingness in my legs again, similar to what I experienced when I was first diagnosed. It's very rare, actually, for women when they're pregnant to actually have any MS flares, just because you do have all those added hormones in your system. But for some reason, my body reacted differently than most, and I kind of had this tingling sensation. And since I was pregnant, I wasn't going to get on steroids. I wasn't going to go down that path. I wasn't going to put that into my body. So I just did some regular massage therapies and different kind of workarounds to kind of make myself feel better, because I do believe that how you feel really dictates how the disease affects you. So when my daughter was born, I really tried to focus on all the good that was there. We had a beautiful family of 4, a boy and a girl. We were living in the city, kind of having that great life. And months into her being born, I experienced possibly the worst flare that I had. I actually lost all feeling in one of my legs, and it didn't work. I remember walking down the stairs at an L stop in the city and completely losing the ability to use that left leg. So that was pretty much the most paralyzing thing that I've experienced with my MS. I mean, there's been other flares in other situations, but this was one that really impacted my ability to function and it was noticeable. I think that's the other big thing. It was something that people could see. So with MS, you don't know how long it's going to last, so I had no idea what I was in for. So because it was the way it was, the doctor and I decided to go ahead and get on steroids right away. And that meant something that still to this day kind of breaks my heart, is that I had to stop breastfeeding my daughter. So she was 6 months old. I wasn't super concerned about breastfeeding. I believe in real life. I believe that moms have to do what's best for them and best for their kids, so you make your own choice. So, but for me, it was really a special time with my daughter. It was just like, I knew she was going to be my last baby, and I just really loved that time with her, and I knew once it was gone, it was kind of like the end of something. But I knew it was best, and I wasn't going to potentially put steroids into her little body, and I wasn't going, and I because I had to get back on my medication, I wasn't going to put the MS medication into her body either. I didn't feel like the good of breast milk outweighed the potential risk of the other. So I had enough. I really felt like this disease had changed something for me. It brought a lot of awareness to what I was going through, and it changed how I potentially wanted to do something for my kids. But you know what? You got to do what's best for you. So I moved forward from that, talked about it a lot with my husband and my supportive friends and family, and it was what was best. Kids have seen me go through a lot of ups and downs with MS, different things that have happened, losing hearing in my ears, kind of that tired, kind of visible parts of MS. And I've always been honest with them. I believe that is the best policy, that mommy has something, she has to work through it. I need your support. I need you guys with me. And they're young. They're still 8 and 4, so I don't think they truly understand it. They do know that I have something that's different than a lot of other moms. So it's the world we live in. They don't really know any different. I think as time goes on, if some of my flares become more noticeable to them, I will have to answer more questions about it, but to me, I will always be honest with them. I'm going to tell them, what's happening, what's going on, making sure that they feel safe and comfortable and know that mom is going to be okay. Real. I'm a mom. I'm not some kind of perfect person out there. I'm not like a Pinterest mom that every 2 seconds I'm doing all these wonderful things with my kids, because who knows what's going on. I still yell at my kids. They still frustrate the heck out of me. My house is still messy. Everything that a typical mom goes through has not changed. I'm going to be real honest here. The pictures you see on Instagram, the pictures you see out there, that's not real life. Real life is I have kids that need support that I'm working with every single day. But I'm still a mom. Things still happen. Like, I still have to do all the same things every other mom has to do, and I go through everything else that they have to do too. So what I want to share in this video is just that it's okay, no matter what kind of disease you have, no matter what's going on. You need to do what's best for you, because if you feel good, then that's just going to help everybody else. I tell my kids that I had MS and that now there is a cure for it. But until then, I'm going to enjoy every second I can with them, knowing full well that this disease, again, doesn't define me. It's just part of who I am as a mom. My kids, I want to be able to hug my kids as long as I possibly can, because who knows, tomorrow my body could attack itself and decide that something's not going to work like it used to. So I'm not going to sit around scared that that day may come, but I'll never let MS get in the way of my relationship with my kids. That's something that I feel is so important, and that they are the reason. They're the reason I get up every day. They're the reason I focus on what's important, because I want them to have a strong, amazing relationship with me, and in whatever shape that is. So to all those amazing moms out there, killing it every day, being tired, working through whatever you have going on, just know that you're amazing. Your kids know that, and they will be your true cheerleaders. So I hope this video shed a little light on my relationship with my kids, how important they are, and how MS definitely is not something we focus on in our family, but it's something that's just a part of who we are.